Uh-oh. Come on. All right, you guys, we are live. We are live. You guys, I'm live with Melanie Preston, the Melanie Preston, y'all. How you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm awesome. Listen, I am so ready for this retreat. Like I have been eating, sleeping, breathing. I just can't wait. Can't wait.
Right.
I know
So
about you.
I listen. I am excited too. I keep looking at the calendar, thinking, okay, man, it's about to be fall, and then it's going to be November. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. Again, excited to have been asked to participate. So looking forward to meeting the different women, but also looking forward to being encouraged by women as well.
Absolutely. So, Mel, for those that are like, who is Mel? I mean, if you don't know, like really, but who is Mel? Can you let them know who you are?
So I am Melanie Preston. That's my official name. My government name is
Right.
Melanie Preston. I am by trade a licensed mental health counselor and professional counselor licensed in Indiana and Georgia. Also known as the relationship architect because I spend most of my days working with couples and women. I'm also the owner of Matter of Focus Counseling, and through the private practice, that's also what we focus on is marriage and family. So all day, every day, I am working with couples. And also organizations, because we're also in organizations, we're talking about relationships and we're talking about how those relationships, how your language and your communication, how it impacts the organization, how it impacts the people within your organization. So, yeah, that's a little about me.
Absolutely. And also, if folks are like, all right, well, I need to research her, I need to follow her, you can go to IseeMyBaby.org, click on that retreat button. You'll see her beautiful picture and click on her picture, and it'll take you right to her platform to connect. You'll learn
Yes.
so much from her. The subject matter that Melanie will be covering is her mental health matters. Her mental health matters. So when we talk about mental health, can you help us understand, like, what are some common mental health challenges that women may face, and how attending this retreat it can help them address those concerns?
I think especially when we're talking about the from the lens of infertility and being a mom, the desire to be a mom, and that the journey to parenthood, I think often we are riddled with inner guilt. And when
Right.
we have this inner guilt and shame, sometimes based on how parenthood has or has not happened in our journey to that, a lot of times what's affecting our mental space is the inner hurt, the inner guilt, the inner questioning that we are not, and the inner grief that we're sometimes not as open to speaking about, to sharing about, because it's also one of those things that we don't talk a lot about openly in large forums. So I think
Yeah.
there's also the thought of people don't understand, and no one knows what I'm going through. So I think those
Right.
are some of the things, some of the mental health challenges that really set in when it comes to dealing with that topic.
Right. I completely, wholeheartedly agree. I walked around for years just feeling less than a woman. I'm
Yeah.
married, and I'm like, oh my God, the one thing I'm supposed to do, I can't do. But I'm looking around at all these other women, and I'm like,
Mhm.
they don't understand. They don't get it. I'm by myself. But then that one
Mhm.
day that I opened my mouth, I was able to obtain a resource. And that's how we were able to go to do in vitro. So it's like opening that door. Like you're going to be vulnerable. You're going to be vulnerable, right? But
Right.
opening that door to say, hey, this is a safe space, that you're not alone in it, encouraging you. Like that is basically what we're about. That is why we exist.
Right. 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 And
Yeah.
and like you said, to just to be walking around thinking that we're less than women, based
Right.
on our ability to have a kid the natural way, or even when we're going through in vitro or adoption or whatever the other routes may be. And that can be difficult, and it can be lonely.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So for those that are concerned, they're like, but they're considering the retreat, right? They have that hesitation. What,
Mhm.
what would you say to encourage them to take that step towards healing and self-care?
I would say know that there are other women, there are other um, families that know the struggle, that know how your heart feels. That it's going to be a safe space. It's going to be a space that provides not just encouragement, but love and release and smiles,
Yes.
as well as maybe a few tears, but
Yeah.
all good. I think that women, if they decide to come, I think they'll find that there is a community that understands and that gets it, um,
Yeah.
and that it's okay to be hurt, but it's also okay to let others in, because a lot of times we
Right.
find healing in community. So I would
Yes.
encourage them to embrace community, embrace change. Sometimes we don't want to do something different because we've just not done it before. But so my encouragement would be, take a chance, right? Take a
Right.
chance. Head to Jamaica, come hang out, have fun,
Yes.
because you don't have anything to lose. You only
Right.
have to gain. There is no
Yeah.
lose in this situation.
Yeah. Yeah. And then how can they mentally prepare themselves for the experience?
How can you mentally prepare yourself for the experience? Take a deep breath.
Yes.
take a
Breathe, sis.
take a deep breath, and be open to being transparent.
Yeah.
Be open to the experience. Be open to the
Yeah.
what ifs. Yeah, but just be open to something new.
Right. Are there any activities or any type of mindset shifts that you recommend they adopt before they attend the retreat?
Maybe journaling.
I like that.
Because a lot of times we have suppressed how we feel so long, that it can be difficult to just kind of get it up and out. So maybe journaling, or just even saying how you feel aloud, because again, a lot of times these are things we're holding inwardly, and we're not even allowing ourselves to say aloud, but being able to start saying things aloud. But in all honesty, just coming with an open mind. That's it.
Right. Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Come with an open mind.
Yeah. So we don't want to give it all away because we want you to come. But if you could just give them just a little tip of what to expect from the mental health support and resource perspective during the retreat.
So for our portion, we're going to spend some time talking about refocusing and how to reframe our minds, as well as letting some things go, letting some things
Right.
out, and it being okay, and knowing that it's okay to release, that it's okay to let go, that it's okay to acknowledge every emotion, every feeling you've had, and knowing that in all of that, that there is safety in it, and that they deserve to feel however they feel, and that they're supported.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. For me, so I've gone through this space of the infertility. You've had your journey, and we're going there to support women. But you said one key thing in the beginning: we also want to receive. So for those women that are like, "All right, well, I had my kids, or I don't want kids, right? Maybe I want to
Mhm.
birth a dream, a business. I have a desire of my heart." What message would you give to them pertaining to what they could receive regarding mental health during the retreat?
Um, okay, so with that, I would say understanding that loss does often lead to a win. And because
Okay.
even in business, sometimes we lose. We do. But there's often a lesson. There's also um, strength that we gain and new perspective. And so being able to go back and recalibrate and figure out
Right.
what do I gain? What have I gained from whatever maybe loss I've experienced in business? Where did I go wrong? Did I go wrong at all? Maybe it just wasn't time,
Right.
right? Or sometimes it's maybe there's a pivot. Maybe there's a different way to go about getting to whatever this business goal is, because it is very much so parallel to even the parenting journey. We may have
Right.
one goal in mind, or one way we see it, but understanding that there are multiple ways to get there. And so maybe even in a business, learning that you may have lost in this arena, but it doesn't mean it's a complete or total loss. Maybe it's just a
Yeah.
matter of going back to the drawing board and figuring out what are the other ways, what are the other avenues,
Right.
but learning to and learning to grieve the loss, and then figure out, okay, how do I now move forward? And
Right.
how do I move forward with a new focus? And being
Right.
open to being successful, getting to the goal, even if it didn't look the way I intended for it to look originally.
That's a word. That's a word. You
Being,
touching
being
me.
open, being open. Listen, I'm talking to me too, but being open to allowing God to really just be God, and understanding that even when it doesn't work out the way we think or we hoped it would, that it doesn't mean you lost,
Right.
right? Um, but in understanding that there is still God, there is still he's still good for his promises, and understanding that, even that our ways are not our ways, and really leaning into um leaning not to our own understanding.
Yes. Yes.
Because in business,
Yes.
in life, we're not always going to understand what's happening. We're not always going to understand the pain point or the trauma or the loss, or why this pregnancy didn't work, why this business didn't work. But trusting that there is an ultimate plan and an ultimate goal and purpose for our lives, and
Yes.
being open to shift
Yeah.
and allowing it to come into fruition however God sees fit.
Amen. Amen. So as we close out, if you could give a word of encouragement for that woman that is like right there about to click the button, but they're like, sis, I don't know. Give them just a little encouragement before we close on out, sis.
Click the button. Click the
That's it.
button. Click the button. This is your opportunity to try something that you've not tried. This is your opportunity to not stay in your common bubble, not to stay in your comfort zone. This is your message to take a chance. Take a chance, take a risk on doing something new. Especially those who, like you said, they're right there, but there's just a little hesitancy. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You have this last quarter of the year, and there is still there is still time to make a shift, to make a change, and to get out of your comfort zone. That's the other thing, with us women, we get so stuck in our comfort zone, especially after we've been there for a while, and it is so easy to isolate ourselves. So stop isolating. um, get a girlfriend, grab a home girl, and click the button. If you don't have a home girl, don't worry, we got you when you get there.
That's it. Yep.
We got
We
you.
sure do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you, Mel. Thank you.
You're
If you want to reach
welcome.
out to Melanie, you can go to ISeeMyBaby.org, click on retreat. You'll see her beautiful picture. You click on that picture, you can connect with her. If you feel like, you know what she said really resonates with me, Alicia, I can't wait until the retreat, reach out to her today. Get on her schedule. Start your work. Start your process. If you have any questions or concerns, she's a professional. Do you all see those letters after her name? Okay, she knows what she's talking about. Reach out to her. We didn't just pick her just to pick her. Like, she literally will drop gems, and she will help you with your mental, help you to think through things differently, give you those tools and activities that you need in your daily walk in life, not just for infertility, but like she said, anything that you need support with, she is there to support you. So again, thank you. Thank you all for tuning in. And I can't wait to see y'all in Jamaica, man.
Right. And so, Alicia, what about for women who, maybe they can't attend, but they want to
Yeah,
sponsor? They want to sponsor someone. Is there? I think we talk about a way that women are able to.
absolutely. They are absolutely able to sponsor. We actually want to sponsor 10 women. Thank you so much, Melanie. That was like really important. We actually do want to sponsor 10 women. So if you are interested in sponsoring them, you can go right to our website, click on the get involved, and you can just type in, I'm sponsoring one woman. You can also DM me. You can reach out to me at info@iseemybaby.org. When you go to the website, I mean, literally, there's no way to say you cannot get in touch with us. Our information is there, but absolutely you can sponsor someone. We're also partnering with Genius is Common. They're offering business listings for all of the donations that we receive of 250 or more. So there are ways to support. I did mention it offline to you, Melanie. I can mention it online with everyone else. We have sourced a location here in Bainbridge, Georgia, for our in-person women's wellness center. And so we are actively pursuing funding for that, so that we can get it literally open to the public. We'll have 2 birthing centers. We'll have yoni steam rooms. We'll have ongoing classes to support women in all aspects of their life. We will have licensed practitioners, both virtual, like we have Miss Melanie Preston here, and also in person. So there are ways to support us up and above the retreat. You can find all of that also on our website. Thank you for that, Melanie. That is crucial. That is important, because without the support of others, businesses, companies, and individuals, we will not be able to sustain. So thank you for making that mention.
Awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you, Alicia.
All right. Thank you for your time. You guys take care. Again, ISeeMyBaby.org. Check out Miss Preston. Take care.
See ya.